Stretching from the Atlantic shores to the heart of the continent, Western Europe is a land where history, culture, and natural beauty have been shaped together for centuries. Here, ancient cities stand beside modern life. Medieval castles rise above peaceful landscapes, and every region carries its own unique identity. From the romantic streets of France to the breathtaking mountains of Switzerland, from the coastal beauty of Portugal to the charming villages and waterways of the Netherlands, Western Europe reveals an incredible diversity of landscapes and traditions. Beyond its famous landmarks, this region is defined by the stories of its people, the architecture that reflects generations of history, and the traditions that continue to live through everyday life. From dramatic coastlines and endless countryside to historic capitals and hidden villages, Western Europe is a journey through the beauty, heritage, and timeless spirit of a remarkable part of the world. Lucerne. Surrounded by majestic mountains and resting beside the crystal-clear waters of Lake Lucerne, this historic city captures the essence of Switzerland's natural and cultural beauty. Lucerne is a place where medieval heritage, alpine landscapes, and peaceful lake views come together to create an unforgettable atmosphere. At the center of the city stands the legendary Chapel Bridge, a symbol that has represented Lucerne for centuries. Crossing the Reuss River, this wooden bridge carries stories from the past, while the old town around it reveals colorful buildings, hidden corners, and historic streets that have preserved their charm through generations. Beyond its beautiful architecture, Lucerne is defined by the landscapes that surround it. The calm waters of the lake reflect the towering peaks of the Swiss Alps, while mountains such as Pilatus and Rigi rise above the horizon, offering some of the most spectacular views in the country. Throughout the year, Lucerne transforms with the changing seasons. Summer brings vibrant streets and peaceful boat journeys across the lake. Autumn covers the mountains with golden colors, and winter creates a breathtaking world of snow and silence. Lucerne is not simply a city to visit, it is a place to experience. A destination where history flows through ancient streets, nature surrounds every view, and the timeless beauty of Switzerland can be discovered in every moment. French Riviera. The French Riviera unfolds along the sparkling Mediterranean, a coastline of cliffs, turquoise waters, and golden beaches. Coastal towns sit atop hillsides, their pastel facades and narrow streets weaving together centuries of maritime life and local tradition. Waves crash gently against rocks while sailboats drift lazily in the sunlit bays. Historic harbors, cliffside promenades, and hidden pathways reveal the region's energy. Markets, festivals, and street performances bring motion and color to squares, while the light of dawn or dusk paints rooftops and water with cinematic warmth. Olive groves, vineyards, and rolling hills frame the coastline, creating layers of texture and beauty. The play of sunlight and shadows across cliffs, beaches, and terraced villages adds a dynamic, cinematic rhythm to every scene. From seaside cliffs to panoramic viewpoints, from quiet coves to lively streets, the French Riviera invites exploration. Every beach, alley, and vista tells a story of elegance, natural beauty, and the enduring charm of the Mediterranean coast. Lisbon. Lisbon rises across 7 hills above the Atlantic, a city where golden light, ancient streets, and ocean wind shape every moment. The city moves in layers of history, from Moorish foundations to grand plazas and tiled facades that glow under the sun. The narrow streets of Alfama twist like a living memory, where laundry lines stretch between old buildings and the sound of fado echoes through stone walls. Yellow trams climb steep roads, passing viewpoints that open suddenly to vast ocean horizons. Along the Tagus River, the city feels infinite. The water reflects bridges, monuments, and soft evening light as ships move slowly toward the sea. Lisbon is both calm and alive, where tradition and modern rhythm exist side by side. From São Jorge Castle overlooking rooftops to the wide Praça do Comércio facing the river, every angle feels cinematic. Lisbon is not just a city, it is light, movement, and emotion carved into the edge of Europe. Bern. Along the peaceful curves of the Aurora River lies Bern, the capital of Switzerland, and a city where history seems to exist in every corner. Unlike modern capitals dominated by skyscrapers and busy streets, Bern preserves a rare sense of harmony, where medieval charm, natural beauty, and everyday life come together. The heart of the city is its beautifully preserved Old Town, a UNESCO World Heritage Site filled with sandstone buildings, historic towers, and narrow streets that have remained almost unchanged for centuries. Walking through Bern feels like stepping into another era, where ancient fountains, covered arcades, and quiet squares reveal stories from the past. Standing above the city, the Zittgloge clock tower has watched over Bern for hundreds of years, becoming a symbol of its rich heritage. Nearby, the Federal Palace reflects the importance of Bern as the political center of Switzerland, while the surrounding streets continue to preserve the city's unique character. Beyond its architecture, Bern is deeply connected with nature. The turquoise waters of the Aurora River surround the Old Town. Green hills provide peaceful viewpoints, and residents enjoy a lifestyle where history and the outdoors exist side by side. Bern is not a city that overwhelms with grandeur. It captivates through its atmosphere. A place where every street, every stone building, and every flowing river tells a story of tradition, elegance, and the timeless beauty of Switzerland. Giovanna. On the shores of Lake Geneva, surrounded by mountains and breathtaking landscapes, lies Geneva, a city where international influence, natural beauty, and centuries of history come together. Known as a global center of diplomacy and culture, Geneva offers a unique atmosphere where elegance and tradition exist alongside the rhythm of modern life. The city's greatest symbol rises from the waters of the lake, the famous Jet d'eau, a powerful fountain reaching high into the sky and creating one of the most recognizable views of Switzerland. Along the waterfront, peaceful promenades, luxury boats, and views of the Alps create a scene that captures the beauty of the region. Beyond the lake, Geneva reveals a rich historical identity. The Old Town, with its narrow stone streets, ancient buildings, and historic landmarks, tells the story of a city shaped by centuries of ideas, discoveries, and cultural exchange. As the birthplace of important international organizations, Geneva has become a place where nations from around the world come together. Yet, beyond its global role, the city remains deeply connected to everyday life. Quiet cafes, vibrant markets, and peaceful parks create a warm and welcoming atmosphere. With the Alps rising in the distance and the waters of Lake Geneva reflecting the changing sky, Geneva represents a perfect balance between nature, history, and human ambition. A city where every view reveals a different story of Switzerland's timeless beauty. Haarlem. Away from the crowds of the Netherlands' most famous cities, Haarlem reveals a quieter kind of beauty, one built on simplicity, elegance, and centuries of stories. This is a place where time seems to move slower, where every street carries the charm of a forgotten era while life continues naturally around it. Walking through Haarlem feels like entering a living painting. Narrow streets, historic facades, and peaceful corners create a sense of harmony, while the warm colors of the city reflect the artistic spirit that has shaped it for generations. Once a center of trade, culture, and creativity, Haarlem still preserves the soul of its past. From the masterpieces of Dutch art to traditional streets that have remained almost unchanged, the city holds a rare connection between history and everyday life. Beyond its historic heart, Haarlem invites exploration through quiet neighborhoods, open spaces, and scenic surroundings that reveal another side of the Netherlands. The city's relaxed rhythm allows visitors to experience not only its beauty, but also the atmosphere that makes it truly unique. Haarlem is not a place that demands attention. It is a place that slowly captures it. Through its streets, stories, and timeless charm, the city offers a glimpse of a Netherlands that feels authentic, peaceful, and unforgettable. Zermatt. At the foot of the legendary Matterhorn lies Zermatt, a mountain village surrounded by some of the most spectacular landscapes in the Swiss Alps. Here, towering peaks, ancient glaciers, and peaceful valleys create a world where nature reveals its purest and most powerful form. The unmistakable silhouette of the Matterhorn rises above the horizon, standing as one of the most iconic mountains on Earth. Its sharp peaks and dramatic slopes have inspired explorers, photographers, and travelers for generations, becoming a symbol of the timeless beauty of Switzerland. But Zermatt is more than the mountain that defines its skyline. The village itself preserves the authentic character of alpine life, with traditional wooden chalets, quiet streets, and a unique atmosphere where modern tourism blends with centuries-old traditions. Surrounding the village is a landscape filled with endless discoveries. Trails lead through forests, alpine meadows, and glaciers, while mountain viewpoints reveal breathtaking panoramas of snow-covered peaks stretching across the horizon. Each season transforms Zermatt into a different world, from the frozen beauty of winter to the vibrant colors of summer. Zermatt leaves behind more than just beautiful views. It offers a rare connection with the mountains, a place where silence, nature, and tradition come together. Here, beneath the shadow of the Matterhorn, visitors discover not only a destination, but a feeling that remains long after the journey ends. Paris. Paris rises along the Seine, a city of light, history, and romance. Cobblestone streets wind past centuries-old buildings, grand squares, and elegant bridges, each corner echoing stories of art, culture, and human creativity. The skyline glimmers with iconic landmarks. The Eiffel Tower, Notre Dame, and Sacré-Cœur punctuate the horizon, while cafes, markets, and galleries bring life and rhythm to the city. Sunlight reflects on river waters, creating cinematic vistas that shift throughout the day. Parks and promenades offer quiet escapes. Tree-lined paths, fountains, and gardens provide moments of reflection, while the bustling boulevards showcase the pulse of Parisian life, from morning markets to evening lights. From historic alleys to open squares, from riverbanks to panoramic viewpoints, Paris invites exploration. Every street, building, and view tells a story, leaving a lasting impression of elegance, artistry, and the timeless spirit of the French capital. Even at night, the city transforms. Soft lights illuminate bridges and monuments. Cafes spill warm glows onto the streets. And the Seine shimmers under the moon, capturing the magic and romance that make Paris unforgettable.
Maastricht.
Maastricht is a city where past and present coexist in elegant harmony, winding along the Meuse River and framed by historic streets and plazas. Its medieval architecture and cobblestone lanes invite travelers to explore every corner of this timeless city. Ancient churches rise proudly above the streets, their spires catching the light and echoing centuries of faith and artistry. From the Basilica of St. Servatius to hidden chapels, every stone holds stories of devotion and history. The Meuse River flows gently through the city, reflecting bridges, buildings, and the ever-changing sky. Boats drift silently on the water, turning each view into a living, moving painting of the city. Locals walk and cycle along the riverside and narrow streets, bringing life and rhythm to every neighborhood. The harmony of daily routines, children playing, and footsteps on stone streets adds warmth to Maastricht's cinematic atmosphere. From historic landmarks to quiet courtyards and flowing riverbanks, Maastricht is a journey through time, culture, and light. Every street, every reflection, and every shadow invites travelers to immerse themselves in the city's enduring beauty.
Rotterdam, Netherlands. Rotterdam rises along the Nieuwe Maas, a city rebuilt with bold modern architecture. Sleek skyscrapers, innovative bridges, and geometric buildings create a skyline full of energy and creativity. The city hums with motion, from bustling streets to busy harbors where ships glide through the waterways that shaped its growth. Neighborhoods blend contemporary design with hints of history. Markets overflow with fresh produce and Dutch delicacies, while murals and public installations reveal creativity in every corner. Light reflects off glass facades, creating cinematic moments that change with the day. Parks, waterfront promenades, and riverside paths offer spaces to pause and take in the city. Seasonal shifts transform Rotterdam, from crisp, snow-dusted winters to lively summer festivals along the canals. From iconic bridges to modernist architecture, from bustling markets to quiet alleys, Rotterdam invites exploration. Every street, skyline, and waterfront tells a story of resilience, innovation, and Dutch spirit.
The Hague.
The Hague carries a different rhythm from the rest of the Netherlands, a city shaped by centuries of stories, royal traditions, and the endless presence of the sea. Here, grand avenues, quiet neighborhoods, and open landscapes come together to create a place that feels both powerful and peaceful. At the heart of the city, historic buildings stand as reminders of a remarkable past. The Binnenhof, elegant palaces, and timeless streets reveal a world of diplomacy, art, and heritage, where every stone seems to hold memories from generations before. But The Hague is not only defined by its history. Beyond the city center, the landscape slowly transforms as it reaches the North Sea, where vast beaches, golden dunes, and endless skies create a sense of freedom and calm. Along the coastline, people walk beside the waves, cyclists move through green parks, and daily life flows at a relaxed pace. The connection between the city and nature creates a unique atmosphere where urban elegance meets the simplicity of the ocean. The Hague is a city of balance between tradition and modern life, architecture and nature, ambition and tranquility. Every corner reveals a different story, making this coastal city one of the Netherlands' most fascinating and unforgettable destinations. Monaco. Clinging to the rocky cliffs of the French Riviera, Monaco is a small principality where luxury, history, and breathtaking coastal landscapes come together in an extraordinary way. Despite its tiny size, this remarkable destination has become a symbol of elegance, ambition, and timeless Mediterranean beauty. Overlooking the deep blue waters of the Mediterranean, Monaco's dramatic coastline creates a stunning contrast between nature and human achievement. From the legendary Monte Carlo district to the glamorous harbor filled with yachts, every corner reflects a world of sophistication and prestige. Beyond its luxury image, Monaco carries centuries of history within its ancient streets. The Prince's Palace, historic neighborhoods, and charming viewpoints reveal a deeper side of the principality, where traditions and royal heritage continue to shape its identity. The landscape surrounding Monaco is equally captivating. Winding coastal roads, steep cliffs, and panoramic views over the Mediterranean create some of the most spectacular scenes along the French Riviera, where every turn reveals a new perspective. Monaco is more than a destination of wealth and glamour. It is a place of contrasts, where historic streets meet modern architecture and rugged nature meets refined elegance. A unique corner of the Mediterranean where every view tells a story of beauty, luxury, and timeless charm.
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam flows like a living painting, where canals mirror pastel houses and bicycles hum along cobblestone streets. Boats drift silently through the water, reflecting centuries of history and the city's vibrant energy. Cafes open to sunlit squares, and street musicians fill alleys with music, laughter, and rhythm. Every bridge, arch, and hidden courtyard tells a story of art, culture, and life intertwined with the canals. The city breathes with movement. Pedestrians, cyclists, and boats create a dynamic rhythm that pulses through every street. Markets overflow with color. Scents of fresh pastries and flowers mingle in the air, and artisan shops showcase centuries of craftsmanship. Museums, galleries, and historic landmarks reveal Amsterdam's legacy of creativity and innovation. Each street, square, and canal invites travelers to explore, marvel, and lose themselves in the city's charm. From the quiet of hidden alleys to the bustling energy of its main squares, Amsterdam is an endless journey of discovery. Every turn, every reflection on the water and every corner spark curiosity and awe, making the city unforgettable.
Githorn.
Hidden among the peaceful landscapes of the Dutch countryside lies Githorn, a village where time seems to move at a slower pace. Known as the Venice of the Netherlands, this extraordinary place is shaped not by busy roads, but by quiet canals, wooden bridges, and the gentle movement of boats through the water. Here, traditional thatched roof houses stand beside winding waterways, surrounded by gardens, trees, and fields that change with the seasons. Every reflection on the canals, every bridge crossing, and every narrow path creates a scene that feels like a painting brought to life. Life in Githorn follows a unique rhythm. Small boats glide silently across the canals, residents travel through the village by water, and the absence of traffic creates a rare sense of peace in the modern world. Beyond its postcard beauty, Githorn represents a deep connection between people and nature. The village has preserved its traditional character for generations, showing how harmony between architecture, landscape, and everyday life can create something truly special. Githorn is more than a beautiful destination. It is a place where silence becomes part of the experience. A hidden corner of the Netherlands where every canal, every garden, and every gentle breeze tells a story of simplicity, beauty, and timeless charm. Utrecht. Utrecht unfolds along its canals like a city steeped in history, where medieval towers rise above narrow streets lined with gabled houses. Bridges arch gracefully over calm waters, reflecting the rhythm of a city that balances tradition and modern life. The Dom Tower dominates the skyline, its spire piercing the sky and reminding visitors of centuries of faith and architectural brilliance. Surrounding streets and courtyards whisper stories of scholars, merchants, and generations of city life. The canals themselves are alive with movement. Boats glide slowly, rippling the mirrored facades of houses, while riverside paths invite quiet contemplation. Light shifts across the water, casting reflections that transform each moment into cinematic scenes. Locals walk and cycle through the streets, their daily routines weaving together the energy of markets, schools, and workplaces. Cafes, artisan shops, and music from street performers add texture and rhythm, enriching Utrecht's intimate charm. From sunrise over the canals to the soft glow of street lamps at dusk, Utrecht is a journey through time, culture, and human spirit. Every street, every canal, and every tower invites travelers to explore, marvel, and immerse themselves in the city's timeless beauty.
Volendam.
On the edge of Lake Markermeer, Volendam preserves a rare glimpse of the Netherlands' maritime heritage. This picturesque fishing village is shaped by colorful wooden houses, peaceful waters, and a harbor where generations of fishermen have lived in harmony with the lake. For centuries, the rhythm of life here has followed the movement of the water. Fishing boats once carried the hopes of local families, and today they remain a symbol of the village's deep connection with the sea and its traditions. Walking through Volendam feels like stepping into a story from another time. Narrow streets, traditional architecture, and the sound of waves along the harbor create an atmosphere where the past still feels present. Beyond its beautiful scenery, Volendam carries the soul of Dutch culture. Local customs, traditional clothing, music, and celebrations continue to preserve the identity of a community that values its history and heritage. As the sun moves across the calm waters of the lake, the village reveals its timeless charm. Volendam is more than a coastal destination. It is a place where every boat, every house, and every wave tells a story of tradition, resilience, and the enduring bond between people and water.
Brittany. Brittany rises along France's rugged northwest coast, where cliffs drop into the Atlantic and waves crash against rocky shores. Seaside villages perch on hills, their stone houses and narrow streets shaped by centuries of maritime life. Each harbor, cove, and lighthouse tells a story of sailors, storms, and coastal resilience. The region's landscape blends wild nature and human history. Meadows, orchards, and forests weave through rolling hills, while ancient churches and quaint towns reveal centuries of culture and tradition. Wind sweeps through cliffs and beaches, carrying the scent of salt and wildflowers. Coastal paths and hiking trails offer cinematic views of the sea, cliffs, and villages below. Hidden coves and quiet beaches invite exploration and reflection, where light and shadow shift with the time of day, creating unforgettable scenery. From historic ports to cliffside paths, Brittany invites discovery at every turn. Each village, beach, and viewpoint captures the essence of a region defined by nature, heritage, and the enduring spirit of the Atlantic coast. Lion. Nestled between the Rhone and Saône rivers, Lion unfolds as a city of bridges, historic streets, and urban energy. Winding alleys reveal Renaissance facades, hidden courtyards, and plazas where light plays across terracotta rooftops and intricate stonework. Basilica Fourvière watches from its hilltop perch, offering sweeping views of rivers, rooftops, and distant hills. Elegant bridges span the waters, reflecting sunlight and casting cinematic shadows across the streets below. Festivals, street performers, and bustling markets infuse the city with rhythm and life. Tree-lined promenades and riverside paths invite slow walks, capturing the harmony of nature and urban charm in every frame. As night falls, Lyon transforms. Illuminated bridges, softly lit plazas, and the glow of streetlights reveal a city alive with history, movement, and beauty, leaving travelers with a lasting cinematic impression of its spirit and elegance. Marseille. Marseille spreads along the sparkling Mediterranean, a city of history, harbors, and sunlit streets. The old port pulses with life as fishing boats and yachts glide through turquoise waters, while historic buildings and fortresses rise above cobblestone alleys. The scent of the sea mingles with salt and fresh seafood, creating a sensory tapestry unique to this coastal city. Historic neighborhoods, hilltop forts, and narrow lanes reveal centuries of culture and maritime heritage. Sunlight dances across rooftops, domes, and harbor walls, creating cinematic perspectives that shift with every hour. Coastal promenades and scenic viewpoints invite exploration. Waves crash on rocky cliffs, while trails wind through olive groves and hidden coves. The interplay of light, water, and landscape paints every scene with cinematic depth. From bustling ports to panoramic hills, from lively streets to quiet harbors, Marseille invites discovery. Every alley, plaza, and coastal view tells a story of resilience, beauty, and the enduring spirit of southern France.
Nice.
Between the mountains and the Mediterranean Sea, Nice stands as one of the most captivating cities on the French Riviera. Bathed in sunlight and surrounded by stunning coastal landscapes, this elegant city has long been a place where beauty, culture, and the art of living come together. The coastline defines the character of Nice, with the famous Promenade des Anglais stretching beside the deep blue waters of the Mediterranean. Along the shore, palm trees sway in the sea breeze, while colorful buildings and historic landmarks create a scene that feels both vibrant and timeless. Beyond the seaside, the heart of Nice reveals a city rich in history and creativity. The old town welcomes visitors with narrow streets, warm-colored facades, lively squares, and hidden corners that preserve the authentic spirit of southern France. Art has always been part of Nice's identity. Inspired by its unique light and landscapes, generations of artists have found endless creativity here, leaving behind a cultural legacy that continues to shape the city today. Surrounded by breathtaking views and filled with the energy of Mediterranean life, Nice offers a journey through colors, traditions, and unforgettable moments. It is a city where every street, every wave, and every landscape invites travelers to experience the timeless beauty of the French Riviera.
Guimarães. Guimarães, often called the birthplace of Portugal, feels like stepping into the origin of a nation. Stone streets, medieval walls, and wooden balconies create a city where history is not preserved, it is alive. The old town unfolds like a medieval story where castles rise above rooftops and narrow lanes connect squares filled with quiet daily life. The castle of Guimarães stands strong on its hill, overlooking the land where Portugal first began to form its identity. Nearby, the palace of the Dukes of Braganza adds a grand silhouette of towers and stone chimneys, echoing centuries of nobility and power. Yet the city remains intimate, walkable, and deeply human in scale. Every corner feels textured with time, iron balconies, cobbled paths, and shaded arcades. Guimarães is not just historical, it feels like the foundation of something larger, where the story of a country quietly began. Provence. The sun rises over Provence, spilling golden light across rolling hills, lavender fields, and olive groves. Mist drifts through valleys, revealing villages perched on hilltops, their stone walls and terracotta roofs catching the first rays. Every path and field seems alive, vibrant with color, scent, and the quiet rhythm of rural life. Medieval towns, ancient chapels, and vineyards tell centuries of history. Seasonal festivals bring music, dance, and celebration to village squares, while streams and hidden trails create cinematic moments in nature. Winding roads and trails invite exploration. Light shifts with the day, casting shadows over hills, forests, and fields of lavender, painting every scene with cinematic depth and warmth. As dusk falls, Provence transforms once more. Golden light softens the hills, lavender fields sway in the breeze, and village life hums softly. Each view captures the beauty, culture, and enduring charm of southern France. Strasbourg. Strasbourg sits along the banks of the Ill River, a city where medieval charm meets vibrant modern life. Half-timbered houses line winding streets, and cobblestone alleys open onto bustling squares filled with cafes, markets, and the aroma of Alsatian cuisine. Every corner tells stories of history, culture, and river life. The Grande Ile, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, shimmers with Gothic architecture. The spire of Strasbourg Cathedral rises above the city, while bridges arch gracefully over canals, reflecting the beauty of light and water in cinematic ways. Riverside promenades and tree-lined boulevards invite leisurely walks. Boats drift along the canals, sunlight glints on shutters and rooftops, and seasonal festivals fill streets with music, color, and joy. From historic squares to quiet alleys, from cobblestone bridges to lively markets, Strasbourg invites exploration. Every street, canal, and viewpoint captures the essence of Alsace, blending history, charm, and cinematic beauty in every frame.
Grindelwald.
Hidden beneath the legendary peaks of the Swiss Alps, Grindelwald is a mountain village where nature reveals its most breathtaking beauty. Surrounded by towering summits, green valleys, and dramatic landscapes, this extraordinary destination feels like a place untouched by time. Located at the foot of the famous Eiger Mountain, Grindelwald offers a gateway to some of Switzerland's most spectacular alpine scenery. Traditional wooden chalets stand among endless meadows, while snow-covered peaks rise above the valley, creating a landscape that feels almost unreal. Every journey through Grindelwald reveals a different side of the Alps. Mountain trails lead through peaceful forests and colorful alpine fields. Waterfalls flow from ancient glaciers, and panoramic viewpoints open toward a world of endless peaks and valleys. As the seasons change, the village transforms completely. Winter turns Grindelwald into a snowy paradise, while warmer months bring vibrant landscapes filled with wildflowers, fresh mountain air, and countless opportunities to explore nature. Beyond its breathtaking scenery, Grindelwald preserves the authentic spirit of Swiss mountain life. Its traditions, peaceful atmosphere, and deep connection with nature make it more than just a beautiful destination. It is a place where the true soul of the Alps can be experienced.
Interlaken.
Between the turquoise waters of Lake Thun and Lake Brienz lies Interlaken, a breathtaking destination surrounded by the majestic peaks of the Swiss Alps. With its unique location between mountains, lakes, and valleys, this charming town has become one of the most unforgettable gateways to Switzerland's natural wonders. The beauty of Interlaken comes from the harmony between water and mountains. Calm lakes reflect the towering peaks above, while green meadows, traditional villages, and peaceful landscapes create a scene that feels almost unreal. Beyond the town, the legendary Jungfrau region opens a world of glaciers, waterfalls, and alpine adventures. Mountain railways and scenic trails lead travelers towards some of the most spectacular views in Switzerland, where nature reveals its incredible scale and beauty. Through every season, Interlaken changes its character. Snow-covered peaks create a magical winter landscape, while warmer months bring colorful valleys and endless opportunities to explore the Alps. Interlaken is more than a destination. It is a place where the beauty of nature and the spirit of adventure come together, creating memories that remain long after the journey ends.
Keukenhof.
Every spring, a quiet corner of the Netherlands transforms into a world of color and imagination. Keukenhof becomes a living canvas where millions of flowers bloom together, creating one of the most spectacular floral landscapes on Earth. Across endless fields of tulips, daffodils, and hyacinths, waves of vibrant colors stretch beneath the open sky. Carefully designed gardens, winding paths, and peaceful lakes create a harmony between nature and human creativity, turning every corner into a scene that feels almost unreal. More than just a garden, Keukenhof represents the deep connection between the Dutch people and the flowers that have shaped their identity for centuries. The art of cultivation, precision, and passion can be seen in every arrangement, every field, and every delicate bloom. As visitors wander through the gardens, the experience becomes a journey through scent, color, and movement. The gentle breeze carries the fragrance of flowers, while sunlight reveals endless patterns painted across the landscape. Keukenhof is a celebration of nature's beauty and the arrival of spring. It is a place where millions of flowers tell a simple yet powerful story. that even the smallest moments of nature can create something truly extraordinary.
Swiss Alps, Switzerland. Some landscapes feel beautiful. The Swiss Alps feel almost impossible. Hidden in the heart of Europe, these mountains rise above clouds, lakes, forests, and quiet villages, like something created from imagination rather than reality. Snow-covered peaks stretch endlessly across the horizon while cold winds move through deep valleys carved by ice over millions of years. In the early morning, sunlight slowly reaches the mountain summits, turning white snow into glowing gold above the silence below. Wooden villages remain hidden beneath layers of mist while church bells echo softly across the valleys. Everything here feels perfectly still. Crystal clear lakes reflect enormous mountains like mirrors. Trains move slowly along cliffs and through tunnels cut directly into the rock. Waterfalls fall from impossible heights while green alpine meadows spread beneath the peaks during summer. But the Swiss Alps are more than beautiful scenery. For centuries, these mountains shaped life across Switzerland. Remote villages survived through brutal winters, avalanches, and freezing temperatures, while mountain passes connected Europe through some of the most dangerous routes ever crossed by humans. Today, the Alps remain one of the most cinematic landscapes in the world. Places like Zermatt, Lauterbrunnen, Grindelwald, and Interlaken look less like real locations and more like scenes from fantasy films. Then comes winter. Snowstorms cover entire valleys while frozen forests and icy mountains transform the landscape into a silent white world. At night, lights from distant cabins appear beneath the stars while the mountains remain dark and enormous against the sky. But what makes the Swiss Alps unforgettable is not only their beauty, it is the feeling they create. A feeling of peace, scale, silence, and wonder existing together in one place. Because in the Swiss Alps, nature feels almost too perfect to be real.
French Alps.
Rising above the heart of Europe, the French Alps stand as one of the world's most breathtaking mountain landscapes, where towering peaks, endless valleys, and pristine wilderness create a world of extraordinary beauty. This is a place where nature reveals its greatest masterpiece, shaped by glaciers, seasons, and centuries of time. From the legendary summit of Mont Blanc to peaceful alpine villages hidden among the mountains, the French Alps offer a landscape of dramatic contrasts. Snow-covered peaks rise above crystal-clear lakes, green meadows stretch beneath ancient forests, and winding trails lead to views that seem beyond imagination. Beyond their natural beauty, the mountains hold a deep connection with the people who call this region home. Traditional villages, wooden chalets, and centuries-old customs remain part of everyday life, preserving the unique spirit of the Alps through generations. Throughout the year, the French Alps transform into different worlds. Winter covers the valleys in a blanket of snow, while warmer seasons reveal colorful landscapes filled with wildflowers, flowing rivers, and endless opportunities for exploration. The French Alps are more than a mountain range. They are a journey into the heart of nature, a place where every peak, every valley, and every quiet village tells a story of beauty, adventure, and the timeless harmony between humans and the wilderness.
Zurich, Switzerland. Zurich sits at the foot of the Swiss Alps, where the Limmat River winds through a city of history, culture, and modern elegance. Narrow cobblestone streets lead past medieval buildings, ornate squares, and centuries-old churches, each corner reflecting the city's rich past while bustling with contemporary life. The river mirrors bridges, spires, and glass towers, while tree-lined boulevards and parks provide tranquil escapes from the city's rhythm. Seasonal shifts bring contrast. Winter blankets the city in snow, while summer fills plazas with festivals, music, and lively outdoor energy. Art, architecture, and everyday life blend seamlessly. Museums, galleries, and theaters reveal layers of creativity, while pedestrians, cyclists, and trams animate the streets. Markets, fountains, and street performances add color and movement, creating cinematic scenes around every corner. Lake Zurich sparkles under sunlight, inviting leisurely walks along promenades or gentle boat rides across calm waters. Hilltop viewpoints reveal panoramic vistas of rooftops, spires, and the distant Alps, merging urban and natural beauty in every frame. From historic alleys to bustling squares, from quiet riverbanks to elevated viewpoints, Zurich invites exploration. Every street, plaza, and panorama tells a story, leaving a lasting impression of Swiss elegance, culture, and cinematic charm. Braga. Braga unfolds in northern Portugal as a city where faith, history, and quiet daily life intertwine. One of the oldest cities in the country, it carries centuries of tradition within its churches, squares, and stone-paved streets. Yet beneath its ancient roots, Braga feels alive, youthful, and constantly in motion. The city's heart beats through its Baroque architecture and sacred landmarks. Towers and facades rise above elegant plazas, where light and shadow shift across detailed stone carvings throughout the day. Every corner reflects a deep spiritual heritage that has shaped the city for generations. Just outside the city, Bom Jesus do Monte rises dramatically on a hillside. Its iconic staircase climbs through gardens, fountains, and sacred geometry, offering sweeping views over Braga and the surrounding green valleys. The climb feels both physical and symbolic, blending nature and devotion. Rivers, gardens, and tree-lined streets soften the city's historic core. Locals move through markets and squares where tradition blends quietly with modern rhythm. Braga is not overwhelming. It is balanced, calm, and deeply rooted in identity. From sacred hills to ancient streets, Braga reveals itself slowly. It is a city of reflection where history is not distant. It is lived, present, and quietly enduring in every stone and every view. Corsica. Corsica rises from the Mediterranean with rugged mountains, dramatic cliffs, and turquoise waters. Seaside villages cling to rocky slopes, their narrow streets winding through centuries-old stone houses. The coastline alternates between hidden coves, sandy beaches, and jagged cliffs, offering cinematic perspectives at every turn. The island's natural beauty is complemented by history and culture. Ancient fortresses, rustic villages, and cobblestone squares reveal a past shaped by maritime life and local traditions. Olive groves, vineyards, and forests add layers of green to the landscape. Winding roads, coastal paths, and mountain trails invite exploration. Seasonal light transforms the scenery. Golden sunlight highlights cliffs and beaches, while misty mornings evoke mystery over the mountains and sea. From cliffside villages to hidden coves, from ancient streets to panoramic viewpoints, Corsica invites discovery. Every path, beach, and hill tells a story of resilience, beauty, and the enduring spirit of this Mediterranean island. Normandy. Normandy stretches along France's northern coast, where rugged cliffs meet the endless English Channel. Seaside villages cling to hillsides, their stone houses and narrow streets shaped by centuries of history. Waves crash against jagged rocks, and sandy beaches stretch toward the horizon, offering quiet reflection. The region's history is everywhere. Medieval towns, ancient churches, and monuments whisper stories of the past. Fishing boats drift in harbors, and lighthouses stand tall, guiding travelers through mist and tides. Nature and memory intertwine, creating dramatic and serene landscapes. Country roads wind past orchards, meadows, and rolling hills. Wildflowers bloom along the edges, while farms and grazing cattle add life to the scenery. Each turn offers a new cinematic perspective framed by sunlight and clouds. From cliffside paths to historic villages and coastal trails, Normandy invites exploration. Every beach, alley, and viewpoint tells a story of resilience, beauty, and the enduring spirit of northern France.
Nestled along the banks of the Douro River lies Porto, a city that instantly captures the heart of anyone who visits. Here, the salty scent of the sea beautifully mingles with the rich aroma of wine resting in ancient cellars, while traditional boats set sail at dawn beneath flocks of soaring seagulls. Across the water, the legendary cellars of Vila Nova de Gaia silently guard the world-famous port wine. On the opposite bank, colorful houses climb the steep hills, painting a stunning mosaic of red rooftops. In the UNESCO-listed Ribeira district, a charming labyrinth of narrow streets invites you to sit at a welcoming tavern and savor local delicacies like francesinha and the ever-present bacalhau. High above, the majestic cathedral offers sweeping panoramic views, while the breathtaking São Bento station tells the city's history through its magnificent blue azulejos tiles. While Porto enchants year-round, autumn unveils its true magic. From September to October, the crisp climate is perfect for long explorations, and the vibrant grape harvest fills the streets with an unforgettable atmosphere of celebration. Aveiro. Affectionately known as the Venice of Portugal, this coastal gem is famous for its tranquil, meandering canals. These gentle waters are gracefully crossed by vibrant, intricately painted molicheiros, traditional boats that beautifully mirror the charm of Venetian gondolas. Gliding smoothly along this network of canals offers visitors a truly unique perspective to admire the city's elegant, finely detailed Art Nouveau architecture. Stepping back on land, the local fish market reveals the energetic heart of the city. It is a wonderfully vibrant place where you can immerse yourself in the daily rhythm and savor the absolute freshness of local seafood and regional products. Moreover, the sunlit riverside promenade, with its meticulously kept walkways, offers picturesque postcard-worthy views. It provides peaceful, quiet spots where one can simply pause, breathe, and quietly contemplate the serene scenery. Ultimately, Aveiro is a truly enchanting destination, a place that effortlessly combines breathtaking natural beauty with an undeniable historical charm.